as this is night number 1, race number 1 for the 2025 season, as we get ready for a long road ahead. As here we go, Tyler Price off of turn number 4, greens up, throttles down, we are underway. Tyler Price and Ross White gonna go at it. Tyler Price, Ross White, Skylar Marler, Hayden Cardwell. Gonna be your top 4. Ross White getting a little bit out of shape, gathers it back up, got the wheels back underneath him. As he's gonna be side by side with the Ford Parrish. 3 wide as Dustin Linville said, I want some of that action. He's gonna go to the top shelf there. As down the back straightaway once again, it's gonna be Skylar Marler and the 0, Ross White. As it's gonna be 3 wide here, you got William Blankenship, Perry Delaney, and the 69 of Dustin Linville. Dustin Linville backs off, the 77 of Perry Delaney. And Perry's going to try to battle back on the top side. Not going to get it done just yet. Out of turn number 4, Perry Delaney's still going to hold on to that position. Hoping he gets stacked up in traffic. Marler going to go to the bottom side. We got a battle for your race lead. Tyler Price, they make contact. Almost detrimental for the 7, as now Tyler Price has cleared the 5 of Josh Chesney. Josh Chesney moves up the racetrack, says, y'all have at it, boys. As Skylar Marler now going to try to go to work on the number 5 of Josh Chesney as well. Tyler Price. Thomas, if we keep at this, we may go green all the way through, but look here. Tyler Price and Skylar Marler beating the doors off each other.
You better watch the 07 of Hayden Cardwell, though. He is making his way up through the field.
He's one to watch every time that we come here.
He's one of the few that's running that high side right now.
6 laps to go.
He's coming to the front.
The only thing is lap traffic going to hold him up. Here comes Hayden Cardwell. He's going to get the 2-for-1 deal. 3 wide down the back straightaway for the race. Oh, contact. Oh, Hayden Cardwell was on a rip. And that straightaway is not wide enough for 3 late models. We just figured that out. So once again, tough luck for the Cardwell team. They have put on a spectacle all afternoon and night. Green all the way through.
I do that too.
Every single time. As Tyler Price going to get in the loud pedal, we go back underway out of turn number 4. For your race lead, the 7 going to go to the middle. The 257 of Marler going to go to the bottom. We have a new race leader. As the 32 of William Blankenship going to move into your top 5. Skylar Marler now starting to put some real estate in between him and the number 2 man of Tyler Price. Ross White still running 3rd. Then you got the 7B of Perry and Blankenship still your top 5. His white flag in the air, last rotation around I-75. Skylar Marler won his heat, comes down, picks up your race win. $2,000 richer to the 257 of Skylar Marler.
We're going to ease off in the starting box. Greens up, throttles down. We are underway. Cody, your first time in the announcer's booth. Lap number 1 is yours.
Yes, Ross White throws it in the corner. He slides up right in front of Bradley. Randy on the bottom. Bradley comes out 2nd, slows up right in front of Randy, takes the air away from his nose, shoves up, and it looks like Ross White's going to lead lap number 1.
Ross White starting to pull away from the rest of the field. He's got about 3 to 4 cars between the number 2 man. That's going to be Bradley Llewellyn. The difference between 1st and 2nd right now looks like it's going to be a little over half a second. You got the 7 of Perry and the 32 of William Blankenship. They're going to go side by side. Then here comes the 44 of Chase King. He says, I want in some of this mix, boys. I'm going to run around the top side.
Yes, and Randy reeled Bradley Llewellyn back in, but the lead's picking up to 2nd now.
Absolutely. We're going to click off 5 laps in. Randy Weaver just sitting back taking notes. That's going to be Dylan Perry. The 44, Chase King. Chase King slides up almost off the racetrack. That's going to open the door for the 32 of William Blankenship. He's going to try to capitalize. Not going to be enough. Tyler Price rolled off. And
Randy Weaver just slid for 2nd place right over Bradley Llewellyn's nose.
It is slide job sitting here. Bradley Llewellyn and Randy Weaver. 2 orange cars going at it. Gloves are off. Randy Weaver knows how to get around Smoky Mountain Speedway probably better than anyone.
And while this battle's going on, they took a half a second off the lead. A half a second.
Weaver gets caught up in that same lap traffic, but look here. On the back door, Ross White is knocking the 17 of Randy Weaver.
And don't count out Bradley Llewellyn. He's back on the bumper. So is Skylar Marler, just like he did at I-75.
Ranger here to Smoky
There
Mountain
goes Randy
Speedway.
underneath Ross
Slide
White.
job on the 0 of Ross White. They're door to door. They're going to drag race down the back straightaway. For the race lead, who's going to come out 3 wide? As Ross White making contact, he is in the middle. Randy Weaver, your new race leader. The difference now between first and seconds, 0.2 of a second.
And here he comes. He gets into Randy.
Making
He's
contact.
in the wall.
Hard contact for Ross White into the outside retaining wall. As the caution will wave. We're going to ease off into turn number 3, out of turn number 4. Green's back up, throttles down. Randy Weaver going to try to run away from the rest of the field.
That's a really good restart. That's what he needed right there.
That's exactly what he needed. Now, can he run away from the 10B of Bradley Llewellyn?
Oh, you got...
Of 1 and 2, down the back straightaway. Into turn 3 and 4. He's going to bend that CBR chassis around 3 and 4. Race fans, give it up for the 17 of Randy Weaver. Green is up, throttles down. We are underway here at Wartburg Speedway.
Then it's going to be the 44 of Chase King, 3 wide for 3rd and 4th. Perry Delaney going to be on the top side. Tyler Price going to be on the bottom. 32 of William Blankenship getting shipped back toward the back of the field. Here comes the 257 of Skylar Marler. Meanwhile, back out front, it is the Ross White Show. Give lap number 1 and 2 to the MRW machine of Ross White. Going to be battling back there for that number 6 spot. Welshin throws it off into turn 3, makes some contact with the outside retaining wall. No harm, no foul. We stay green. Skylar Marler, bottom feeding around 1 and 2. He is up to the driver door of the 2-7 of Tyler Price. They make a little bit of contact. Banging doors all the way around this racetrack. Tyler Price trying to shut the door on him. Your current points leader, trying to find your way around the number 7 of Tyler Price. He's going to drag him down the back straightaway, I believe. This time around, he will conceal that spot. He will. Now the 257 has his eyes set on the 44 of Chase King. But meanwhile, back out front, lap traffic is starting to play a factor for Ross White. As he's going to cross him over here at the line. Jason Welshin all the way from Morgan County. Throws it off in there on Mitchell Childress. You see the left rear damage on that 0-1 machine. What a move by the 0-1. As now we have a battle for your race lead. Ross White, something wrong with the 0. As he is going to make the left-hand turn in the infield pit area. Tough luck for the 0 team. As that is going to bring his knot to an early end. Now your new race leader, the 10B of Bradley Llewellyn. He has got a little over 5-second lead from the number 2 man of Skylar Marler. Skylar Marler definitely needs a caution. He's going to dive down to the bottom side of 3 and 4, slide up in front of the 23. 23 makes contact, hard contact with the outside retaining wall for the 23. And just like we spoke about it, a caution comes out is exactly what the 257 of Skylar Marler wanted to see. Bradley Llewellyn had a 5-second lead on the 257. As now, that'll reset your field. Bradley Llewellyn works the middle. Skylar Marler, you know, he's going to the bottom. He's worked on that bottom all night long. Jason Welshin with a huge run down the back straightaway. Bradley Llewellyn has put about a half a second between him and the number 2 man. The B clean back 10B through to turn number 3. Out of turn number 4, Bradley Llewellyn is your 3rd different winner on the 2025 Tour. Easing off into turn number 3. They see the start cones. Green's up, throttles down. We are underway in your best plumber BMF 604 series. Blankenship quickly goes to work on some Ross White. Ross White and Blankenship making contact. Down off into turn 3 and 4. Give lap number 1 to William Blankenship, but here comes the 0. Ross White said he was throwing caution to the wind, and that is exactly what he is doing. Chip Brindle in that number 3 spot, but then it's going to be Tyler Price and Mitchell Childress and the 257 of Skylar Marler. It's a 3-way battle for 4th. Chip Brindle on the bottom side of Mountain View. First time that Chip Brindle has been here. As the caution will come out right here as we've got one looped around over at the bottom of turn number 1. Once again, he knows where the start zone's at. We go back underway. Chip Brindle, great start for the 17. He quickly goes to work. But the 32, William Blankenship, shuts the door on him. As now it's going to be a three-way battle for third. Mitchell Childress, Tyler Price, and Ross White. It is William Blankenship showing the way. Chip Brindle on the bottom side. Ross White and Mitchell Childress. As you move on back just a few more spots, Reed Hatchett and the 44 of Chase King. Got to go at it along with Dylan. As Dylan Perry going to jump the curb, and as he's going to park that thing on the infield pit area. Caution gonna wave. As the 257 getting an early jump. Skylar Muller going to take it 3 wide off into turn number 1. Out of turn number 2. Skylar Marler throwing caution to the wind as he's going to get the 2-for-1 deal. If we stay green, William Blankenship has got an absolute wall of cars that he's going to have to try to navigate through. No, he's there. He's going to cross them over down the front back straightaway. Into the turn number 3 and 4. They lean on each other. William knows he's there. They're going to beat and bang off into turn 1. Scotch the car, boys, and take off. Ross White is on a mission. Here comes Chip Brindle. Chip Brindle had his note, pen, and paper out. He's going to cross them over once again. Ross White down the front straightaway. Chip Brindle going to go to the top side. He's going to use that momentum around William Blankenship. It's going to be close. Ross White, once again, got the momentum. If he can hang on, 10 more laps around Mountain View Raceway. William Blankenship going to slide up, not close enough. It is a 3-way battle, ladies and gentlemen. William Blankenship knows his way around Mountain View. Ross White starting to pick him up and put him down. Ross does not want to see a caution. 7 laps to go. Ross White is on his way down the back straightaway into turn number 3. Out of turn number 4, Ross White picks up night number 4 here at Mountain View Raceway. Turn number 3 out of 4. Greens up, throttles down. We are underway here at Thunder Mountain. Logan Walls, talked to him a little bit earlier on as we got Calamity over in the back straightaway. As we're going to go back underway, greens up, throttles down. William Blankenship going to follow suit. He's going to be on the bottom side. Here comes the 257 once again. He's going to get the 2-for-1 deal on the top side of Thunder Mountain as he is all over the back side of Logan Walls. Marler jumps the cushion. In 1 and 2, has to get the brakes from making contact with the outside retaining wall. That's going to open the door for William Blankenship. He's going to now take a peek underneath the skirt of the 257. Not going to get it done just yet. Logan Walls working the top side as we've got one looped around over at the bottom of turn number 4. Skylar Marler sizing up the 32 of William Blankenship, and we are picking up right where we left off. Walls starting to catch lap traffic. Marler working the top side, not much room for error as he has found some moisture around the top side of Thunder Mountain. 20 slowed at the top of turn number 4. Marler going to try to make quick work. He's going to get that big run once again down the back straightaway. Wall's going to be there. They are side by side. Make some noise. New race leader on lap number 16. White flag out for the 257 of Skylar Marler. As if he keeps it on the straight and narrow. He's going to take $2,000 back to Winfield, Tennessee. How about it, race fans? Skylar Marler going to take home tonight's feature event. So race fans, how about it one more time? for the 257 of Skylar Marler.
Bradley Llewellyn on your front row out of turn number 3 and 4. Greens up, throttles down as we are underway. Hayden Cardwell going to jump out that early lead, and look at the 73 trying to make some early moves on the 10 being Bradley Llewellyn. As we go 3 wide back there, William Blankenship almost making contact with Tyler Price. 10th place or so, but look back through here. Chip Brindle, Ross White, John Ellison, Mitchell Childress. You could lay your grandma's quilt over those 4 cars. As Reed Hatchett now going to try to make a move on the 4 of Chris Wilson. He's got the preferred line on the bottom side of I-75. As it looks like we're going to give that lap to Reed Hatchett that time around. Reed Hatchett going to move up to your 8th position. As Jake Whitehead bobbles off of turn number 2. That's going to open the door for Tyler Price as he will capitalize. Jake Whitehead, something wrong with that hot rod as the caution will wave. As he's on the outside right behind the 17 of Hayden Cardwell. We'll go back underway. Good start for Hayden Cardwell. Bradley Llewellyn going to try to pinch off the 73 of Trevor Sice. He will do so. Sice going to stop the racetrack. We almost go 3 wide down the back straightaway. What a race we have going on for your 3rd spot. Blankenship going to take a peek underneath the 7 of Tyler Price. He is going to claim that number 4 spot as he's got his sights now set on the 73 of Trevor Sice. William Blankenship had a left rear tire going down during the heat race as he is out for revenge. It's going to be side by side. Greg Martin looking high, trying to get around the 7 of Tyler Price. Is he going to make it 3 wide? Oh, yes, he will. 3 wide down the front straightaway. Looking like the 5 of Josh Chesney having a flat on that number 5 machine. He's probably going to pull it down to the infield pit area. We'll see if his crew members go to work on that machine and get that tire changed. Talk about a Cinderella story. Last time we was here, he got into a little bit of confrontation. Hit the infield tractor tire. He has reclaimed I-75 and taken home $2,000. Then it'll go the 32 of William Blankenship. Bradley Llewellyn 3rd. Chip Brindle 4th.
32 William Blankenship going to make the move out of turn number 4. We go underway 30 laps. Greens up, throttles down. We are underway at Golden Mountain Raceway Park. William Blankenship going to be on the bottom side. It's going to be a 3-way battle for your number 2 spot. Dylan Johnson going to come out with a better end of the deal. Perry Delaney, hard contact into the outside retaining wall. Race fans, if you are a praying type, this is the time that we'd actually like to ask you to please bow your heads and pray for the 77 of Perry Delaney as he had hard contact into the outside retaining wall exit. So William Blankenship's just showing the way. He's looking for the 58 lap down here out of turn number 2. He almost makes contact. He's going to take a look to the inside of him. Not going to like what he saw just yet. Tyler Price and that 2 of Mitchell Childress. Your closest race battle going to be between Tyler Price and Mitchell Childress. The 2. Running the bottom side. Out of McMinnville, Tennessee, William Blankenship going to pick up his first ever career win for your 604s. Sponsored by Best Plumber, Mike Bruner. Hands up, throttles down. We are underway with night number 8 of your Best Plumber 604 Racing Series. Ross White quickly going to go down to the bottom side and is going to bring the 17 of Hayden Cardwell with him. Ross White going to pick up right where he left off. He's going to take a peek underneath the 2 of Mitchell Childress. As the caution will wave as you look over the top of turn number 3 and 4. That's going to be the 5. That'll belong to Jamie Stanley with your Best Plumber 604 Racing Series. Ross White quickly going to jump into your number 2 spot. He's going to take a stab at your race leader. Right now, it's Marler. White got a battle for your number 3 spot. Hayden Cardwell going to take it away from Mitchell Childress. Mitchell Childress going to battle back at the line. It's going to still be Mitchell Childress. Skylar Marler Just trying to pick up the laps and put them right back down where he found them. Ross White trying to make some moves. Gonna take a stab at your number 2 man. Hayden Cardwell gonna take a peek underneath the skirt of him. He says, I'm here and I'm looking to take over that spot. Hayden gonna go to the top. Ross gonna be in the middle. And that's exactly what the 257 of Skylar Marler wants to see. He wants them two to go at it, bow for bow. As he checks out from the rest of the field, the difference between first and second gonna be 0.7 of a second. As they're gonna swap spots, Slide Job City. Hayden Cardwell, Ross White. They're gonna do it again over in turn 1 and 2. Hayden Cardwell gonna pull up to the driver door of Ross White. He's not gonna ease off just yet. Ross White gonna check up, as that is gonna put Hayden Cardwell into your number 2 spot. Ross White gonna back up and punt 12 laps into this 30-lap main event. They are catching a little bit of lap traffic. Hayden Cardwell trying to pull a slider. Marler gonna cross him over down the back straightaway. It's gonna be a drag race off into turn 3. Who's gonna come at the better end of the deal? Marler gonna be at the bottom. Hayden Cardwell, new race leader on lap number 21. Hayden Cardwell started 5th on the field. Does he have enough to run away from your current points leader? So Hayden Cardwell knows how to get through lap traffic here at Smoky Mountain Speedway. As he is going to put 2 cars, now 1 car in between him. Made some changes, got a little bit better in qualifying. Heat race, struggled again a little bit, made the necessary changes. As he's going to find himself out of turn number 4, the CBR house car with Hayden Cardwell behind the wheel, taking home night number 8 of your Best Plumber 604 Racing Series. Into turn number 3. Out of turn number 4, William Blankenship, Dylan Perry. We go underway. Greens up, throttles down. William Blankenship quickly goes to the top side. Dylan Perry goes to the bottom side. It's going to be side by side down the back straightaway. William Blankenship's got the better run off the top, but they're going to go door to door. Beating and banging off turn 3 and 4. Give lap number 1 to Dylan Perry. So Bradley Llewellyn going to make that hard left into the infield pit area. It's going to bring his knot to an early end. Dylan Perry still showing the way. Zach Sauce, William Blankenship, Chris Wilson, and the 24 of Greg Martin. So the 115 going to be going a lap down this time. That's going to be Caleb Todd. Todd going to go to the top side. Dylan Perry's going to take the shorter way around the racetrack. That's going to put a car in between the first and second place man. As we are going to be coming up on 20 laps in 10 to go. The 115 going to make the hard left into the infield pit area. It's going to bring his knot to it. Reed Hatchett going to be next on the docket to go a lap down. Dylan Perry going to try to go around the top side. Zach Size still second. 25 in the books this time. 5 more rotations around Lake Cumberland. Ladies and gentlemen, it's about to get interesting. Dylan Perry, Zach Size running second. William Blankenship third. Chris Wilson and Greg Martin still your top 5. Out of turn number 4, the Burnside Brawl. Going to the Ringgold 10, Georgia native of Dylan Perry. William Blankenship's got the control. We go underway. 30 laps around I-75. William Blankenship quickly going to go to the bottom side, as that is going to allow the 116 to Cameron Weaver to try to reel in your race leader, but give lap number 1 to the 32 of William Blankenship. Cameron Weaver, Jensen Ford, Mitchell Childress, Chip Brindle, your top 5. Off of turn number 4, those are going to be some of the ones to watch. Skylar Marler needs to make up some ground. Hard to the Ute tire. The 257 of Skylar Marler. Heartbreak Hotel for the 257 of Skylar Marler. You see the crew going to work on that hot rod. All hands on deck. They're trying to get the bumper out of the dirt. He needs to continue. Into turn number 3, out of turn number 4. We go back underway. 4 laps into the books. 30 our scheduled distance. Mitchell Childress looking to pick up his first. He's trying to clean that top side off, make some traction. Here comes Chip Brindle. They make a little bit of contact. They roll up the brakes. That allows the 17 of Hayden Cardwell
Jensen Ford hooks the 17 of Chip Brennell. Caution gonna come out. 5 laps into this 30-lap main event. Meanwhile, back out front, it's still the Blankenship Farms back number 32 out of McMinnville, Tennessee. As we've got Dylan Perry off of the back straightaway. He gathers it back up. No harm, no foul. We're back underway. The 7 of Tyler Price. Cameron Wilson gonna go 3 wide off of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Cameron Wilson off the back straightaway as well as Tyler Price. William Blankenship has to love what he sees right there. He's side by side with Skylar Marler. Skylar Marler, stand-up guy, lets him on by. Weaver needs to make up some ground now, as we have got to be coming up on 5 to go this time by. Cameron Weaver trying to make up the extra ground. 1.2 seconds, the difference. William Blankenship loses it over in 1 and 2. As we go back underway, Cameron Weaver going to lead us off of turn number 4. Does Mitchell Childress have enough to challenge for your race lead? He's going to take a peek underneath the race leader, not going to get it done. Here comes the 17 of Hayden Cardwell. The 17 of Cardwell got the momentum on the top side. Can't ever count out that CVR house car. From the 116, it's going to come down door to door into turn number 3. Out of turn number 4. Who's going to take it home? Hayden Cardwell.
Main event, 40 laps around Volunteer Speedway. Ladies and gentlemen, greens up, throttles down. We are underway in your best Plumber 604 Racing Series last stand. Bradley Llewellyn going to jump out to that early lead as he's going to make his way to 3 wide. Back there for third, the 3. That's going to belong to Tim Moppin. Tim Moppin now. He's going to be in the meat in the middle of that sandwich. Now he's going to back off just a little bit. Still hold on to second, but the 17 going to slide him through 1 and 2. Josh Henry going to cross him over down the back straightaway, going to the inside. Forrest Trent using 8 wheels or better than 4 method. Ross White is not satisfied with 4th. He wants more. So Bradley Llewellyn did not want to see that caution. Now, second place is right there. We almost go 3 wide just for a brief moment. As Hayden Cardwell going to take a peek underneath your race leader. Not going to be enough. He's going to use that momentum again off the top side. Ross White, though. Race leader Bradley Llewellyn. Hayden Cardwell got a big run down the back straightaway. He's going to take a stab at him off the bottom side. Slide job into 3. Off of 4, we have a new race leader on lap number 16. Ross White now going to try to take his chance at the 10B. Can't get it done. A little bit of contact. No harm, no foul. Ross White going to try it once again over in 3 and 4. Not going to get it done. Going to take a stab at the number 2 spot. He's going to be on the top side. As we've got Forrest Trent hard in the inside wall. As the caution going to come out. So here we go once again. Got the official one to go sign this time. Hayden Cardwell going to be on your point. Into 3 out of 4. We go back underway. Best Plumber 604 Racing Series. Ross White going to like to go to the top side. Watch for the crossover down the back straightaway. Not going to do it this time. Ross White going to go to the top. Size on size crime. Ross White going to chop down the 10B of Bradley. As that's not only going to cost him 1 spot, but 2. 1. The 24 of Philip Thompson and the 10B of Bradley Llewellyn. The gloves looks like they're about to come off.
Zach Size.
Into turn number 1. Off 2. Smooth, steady, into 3. Out of 4. Brought to you by Ted Russell Ford. Hayden Cardwell going to take home your last stand here at Volunteer Speedway, and not to mention $5,000, Randy.